Local historian Josette Green believes understanding our local Black history helps to understand the racial inequality of our city today. So when COVID hit and she could no longer spread her message at the Holocaust Museum's Civil Rights exhibit, she came up with a unique way to share history.
The Black History Bike Tour in St. Petersburg is now in its second season. Josette helps hundreds of people pedal their way through St. Petersburg history. Photojournalist Greg Garbers went along for one of the rides and shares that story.
You are on a journey today. We're going to go do a journey back in time to see where the history first began for our city.
It's described as an eye-opening experience for people of all ages.
And so by understanding the history and knowing how we got to where we are today in our city in regard to systemic racism helps that understanding go a long way.
A free 4-hour cycling experience that takes you to the actual locations where history started for the African American community in St. Petersburg.
By 1908 City Directory, which is the earliest that archives at our history museum, by then segregation was getting to be very clear. What was it like then living in the Black community? So the Black communities became very insular. The jobs available were always those of lowest pay, hardest work, longest hours. And it was on the back of the Blacks that our city was built in almost every way. The white community felt that they were empowered to control the Black community, where to live, what to do. Of course, everything, water fountains, restrooms, restaurants, places to set at events, all of that was segregated in every way. Schools were segregated in not just where the students went, but where the teachers and the adults, the working people, everyone was Black.
Next stop on the Black History Bike Tour is Methodist Town.
Methodist Town was named after this lovely church, the Bethel AME, the African Methodist Episcopal Church. So it was first built on this foundation in 1894.
Historian Josette Green reveals a little bit about what it was like for the Black community. Some hard to hear.
Parties of 2, 3, and 4 Klansmen entered houses from which a moment later came cries of fear and pleas for mercy. Crashes from shattered bottles or doors broken down sounded through the night. But nowhere and at no time did a night raise outcry or speak above a low mutter. One Negro who offered resistance was soundly beaten and told in a throaty undertone to get out and mind his own business.
The heart of the Black community was the gas plant district, which was demolished to make way for Tropicana Field.
This became the central hub of the Black community. This grew quite large, fully Black. It was called gas plant because there were 2 huge towers that housed the natural gas for the city. They were very toxic, but I'd like you now to turn around and take a look at the Trop and look at these massive parking lots. And now I want you to envision that this was home to 800 people, 33 businesses, 9 churches, 2 schools.
Josette says it's important for people to understand our history. She partnered with Chief's Creole Cafe, and owner Mr. B shares some of his experiences.
But Mars Brothers, which was the downtown department store, had colored day because they didn't want the Black women to be trying on clothes while white women were present.
Josette says she hopes people enjoy the experience, and she's proud of how this tour has helped the city of St. Petersburg.
Well, to learn more about the bike tour and to sign up, you can head to the website listed on your screen, blackhistorybiketour.com.